continuously, having a very blurred vision of what is enlightenment and what is, let's say, a heaven or paradise, let's say. Yes, like for example, Pure Land of Devachan. Whenever we talk about Devachan or Pure Land, it almost seems like as if it's another world, and we will reach there, and then we are free, and we can live happily ever after, and so on. Yeah. So, that's one thing that we have to, I think, keep in mind and make sure that enlightenment or realizations are not understood in that way. Yes. Of course, it may be a little bit disappointing. Yes. I thought I was just reaching a little bit that much. Yes. No, but actually it's a better news, because then when we know that there is no real trophy to get, then how do you say? Then we are more at ease. More at ease, of course, still driving and moving forward, yeah, but with great ease, yes, without any pressure. In a very balanced way, then we approach and we go about our life, yes. We don't have to, because of that pressure, sometimes one might feel like, one has to give up this current state of mind, yeah, completely, or in a very drastic way, because this is too much, and this is completely unmeaningful, and it brings so much confusions, brings me a lot of headache, and a lot of sleepless nights, and so might as well just give it up right away. So that's why, like, if you have this kind of balanced and a relaxed approach, then we will go about our life, also our daily life, in a very mindful yet relaxed way, relaxed style, yes, or with great joy, yes, and then it there and there. So, like, until we reach that state where we are completely, let's say, realized, we will go through it without obstacles. Yeah, obstacles. Normally, I think when we think of obstacles, it's like obstacles of finance, obstacles of a shelter, obstacles of being sick, ill, and so on. But of course, the more we look into our teachings, we understand that those are just very colloquial or very normal types of obstacles. The real obstacles are basically the mind, and the mind being shaped in a particular way so that it is always pressurized. Yeah, that's what brings all kinds of obstacles. First, it brings a lot of doubts, which are emotions, yes, afflictive emotions, a state of mind which is unstable at all, yeah, unstable all the time, and then from there, then slowly, one leads to another, and that the mind takes advantage of that and leads to all kinds of other unnecessary thoughts, unnecessary actions, and then finally, then we have, let's say, what we all know, like physical obstacles, physical obstructions. Yes, that's when we think that we're really hit, but actually we've been hit a long way back. But it was that had passed through without anyone, without any knowledge. Yes, so that's why. With this approach that the enlightenment is very much reachable, but not as a place, or not as a object or not as a goal. Yeah. So with that in mind, then you should really, as a practitioner, you should really bring a lot of peace, first of all. Yeah. So it doesn't mean that now, with that understanding that we have to, that now we are completely free, and that we can hang out, stretch as we like, eat what we like, and enjoy life and so on. No, it doesn't mean that. Yes? Although one could do that from time to time, but it doesn't mean that. It means that basically, with that approach, then whatever we do, it'll always be interesting. It'll bring a meaning. It could be any circumstance could become would and could transform into into teachings. Yeah, every circumstance, and therefore then it becomes really enjoyable to live. Yes. How long we will live in this life? All of us in this room that we have here, we don't know, yeah? But however long we will live, within that frame of time, we will enjoy because of this approach. It'll be always fascinating to learn more about yourself, to learn more about others, and how the mind works, and how Dharma has actually all the antidote that that one could ever ask for, yeah, that it is already there. And so, in that way, our lives will be more, let's say, meaningful in every way, in every sense. So that's why it's important to come back to this compounded things, compounded stuff. So, like for example, our body that we have right now are compounded or compositions of in a general way, it's a